Apparently this cow decided to walk right in my way. I don't know why I had to push him off further, but I did. What's up, agents? Here, welcome back to some more Mega Skyblock 4. This is episode 5, if you remember. Last time we went on a bit of a hunt for redstone. We upgraded our cobblestone generator to be a lot more efficient, and we actually explored a few different islands in the process. Now this episode, this is going to be the first episode where we're going to be pretty much legitimately doing nothing but actually exploring the further islands, because the past episodes that we've done, we've basically been working on pretty much anything that's around our base in order for us to be able to gather resources, and well, we did end up building this place in episode 3. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I do want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and get out these slabs. I do not know if I have enough slabs. I'm assuming I do, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do actually want to make my way over in that direction, because there are a few islands that I want to get to in this episode, because there is, granted I did say that there are a few islands I want to get to. There's one island in particular that is actually my end goal for this episode, and depending on whether or not I actually have enough time left over after I actually manage to get where I want to go, I may end up going like probably over there, although that does look a little bit dangerous as of right now. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and start heading across. Now, the island in particular that I want to... Actually, never mind. I'm not going to spoil it, because if there are any of you who have not seen this series before, this is the first season that you actually seen by me, then you will have no idea what this island is, even if I told you so. I'm just going to leave that as a surprise for you guys. I feel like that's probably the best solution, probably not the solution some of you want, but I feel like that's the best solution. And I can already see the island in view that I actually wanted to get to, so it looks like I'm going to have a lot more time to do a few other islands than I thought I was going to. Not that it's really too big of a deal. And before I actually go ahead and finish making my way over to this next island, I did see there is a creeper. Yeah, there's a creeper on that island, so I definitely should consider getting something to go ahead and take care of that guy. I mean, the most obvious choice would be to actually get a bow and arrow, and I don't know if I even have arrows. I know I have a bow. I know that much. I don't know if I have arrows. That is a huge problem. And if we don't have arrows, I can go to the XP shop and buy arrows, because I know for a fact there are arrows in the XP shop. So let's see. I do have a bow in here. I have a couple different bows that I can choose from. 3 bows, actually. Let me go ahead and put away the saplings and the apple that I picked up, because I'm not going to need them. And I don't know if I actually have enough slabs to do what I want. So this has power 3, unbreaking 3, and power 3. I can't combine them as of right now, so I'm just going to use a regular bow. Do I have arrows of any sort? I do not. Alright, so I guess it's off to the XP shop to get myself some arrows. I actually don't remember how much arrows cost. I know I get a few arrows from the XP shop per purchase. Let's see. 16 arrows for 10 XP. I don't have enough XP for that, so that is a little bit of a problem. Alright, so I guess I'm actually a little farther behind than I thought I was going to be. So what I'm actually going to do right now, there's a good chance that the creeper has despawned at this point, and if I'm if I get there and there's no creeper there anymore, I can't say I'm surprised. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do. I'm going to cut this part out. I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. And while I'm editing out, I'm going to craft myself a few more slabs. This shouldn't take too long at all, but it's going to be longer than you guys probably want to watch. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm now making my way back across. I have myself 16 arrows, which, considering the amount of mobs that were on the island, is probably more than enough. And apparently this cow decided to walk right in my way. I don't know why I decided I had to push him off further, but I did. Alright, so it looks like the majority of the mobs have despawned from the island, including the creeper that I saw, which I sort of suspected would happen, but I wanted to be safe having the arrows just in case the creeper hadn't despawned, then sorry and dead and have a completely destroyed island. So, yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I did what I did. I mean, you guys probably already figured that out. Alright, so let's go ahead and light this up so that nothing will be able to spawn on here. So let's go ahead and put down a few torches. And I actually had to do some wood smelting in between episodes. I mean, that much is fairly obvious. And looks like we got ourselves some extra dirt. Okay, I actually kind of needed that for a farm project, so I'm glad I got that. We got ourselves a few more cobwebs, which means more string, an extra book, another entry, some melon seeds, and some pumpkin seeds. So we can actually start a legit farm with the resources that we've just acquired. So the reason why I haven't actually done a farm is because I didn't really have enough dirt. And now that I got this amount of dirt, I should be good to go. But one thing I should probably do is go ahead and put this stuff away. Actually, I think I should be fine if I just go ahead and shift. So I realize I was probably being a little bit extra cautious, but again, I'm shifting. I should be fine. And if I'm not fine, well, then I just lose a whole bunch of resources. That much is fairly obvious. So it's this island right here that I wanted to make my way over to in this episode. And by the amount of time that I'm looking at, as far as how long I've been recording, that came out weird, but let's roll with it. I think I should have enough time to explore maybe another island or two, depending on how much time I actually have left. And let's see, how close do I need to go? I need to go a little bit further out. And here's a question. If I actually go to another island, will I have enough slabs to actually make it over there? Probably not. But I know for a fact I should at least have enough slabs to at least make it to this island right here. I mean, I didn't really double check that, but I was fairly certain of it anyway. So let's go ahead and finish this bridge. There we go. And there we go. We've made our way to this island right here, and we're rewarded with a bed. Not that we didn't already have it. And we got ourselves a whole bunch more cobwebs and some dyes. So let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff. And it's actually a good thing that I got the dyes in the first place. I'm actually really glad that I got the dyes in the first place. And the reason being is because now I'm actually able to go ahead and color my bed to something a little bit nicer. Not that white isn't a nice color, but having a colored bed is actually a really nice thing. And I'm really glad that Mojang decided to changed it up when they did. Really nice feature. Okay, so I actually can't quite tell if I actually have enough slabs to make it over. It looks like I might. But I'm obviously going to have to make a whole bunch more slabs to actually expand out the platforms themselves, because I do that in between episodes. Get ourselves an armor stand. We actually technically already have that. I wasn't expecting to get one crafted already. Get ourselves some rotten flesh, not like we need any of that. And we get ourselves some leather armor, a little bit of protection, not that we're going to make too much of a difference. Let's go ahead and light this island up so that hopefully nothing is actually able to spawn. That's always a nice thing. And I think I should probably put down more torches than I did. That would probably be a smart idea. So, yeah, that's actually not too bad. Now, I do have a project in mind that I want to get done. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save that for an episode of itself. And the project that I have in mind is to make a crop farm. I kind of already mentioned that I wanted to do that earlier, so you guys already saw it coming, but it is definitely a project that is going to be a little bit interesting, because the way I'm going to do this farm project, and it's probably going to end up being next episode. The way I'm actually going to do it is I want to actually make myself a second layer to the base, because you guys know I've got the ladder that goes down underneath the island in order to go into my base to begin with. And I feel like that it's probably a cool idea to have an additional layer, so I'm going to have a few more ladders going down to a second story, and that's where the farm is going to be, and that's literally all I have planned for it. Now, I don't know where I actually want to make my way to next. Obviously, wherever I'm going to end up going, I'm going to need more slabs. And I actually found this just now. I didn't actually see this earlier. The fact that I got it now is actually kind of good. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back home. And I'm going to need a lot more slabs to be able to go much of anywhere. And I think where I am going to end up going next is probably over to that island over there. It's probably where I'm going to end up going. Alright, so a lot more materials to work with. Not too bad. Some seeds. We got ourselves a bit of dye. And let me go ahead. I'm going to grab a... Actually, you know what? You know what? No, never mind. I was going to make a cyan bed, but cyan, granted, is a somewhat nice looking color. I don't think that's going to end up fitting. I mean, I could make it anyway, but I'm deciding I'm not going to do that. Alright, so get ourselves lapis, bone meal, light blue dye. There we go. Let's go ahead and pick up our bed. There we go. And let's go ahead and dye up our bed. So, a nice looking bed to have. I know I've said bed way too many times in that sentence. I probably shouldn't have. Alright, there we go. Now, let's see. What next? Obviously, to go to the next island over. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to prepare myself in order to do that before I make my way over there, because I want to at least have proper materials to go ahead and do that. So, give me a bit of time, and I should have everything ready to go. I just want to make sure my inventory's sorted. Okay, so while I was gone, I decided to go ahead and take out the trees because obviously Skyblock, more wood, that's super useful. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our way over here and get ourselves whatever this book is that's on this island. I actually don't know what's in this book. I actually don't really remember these books very well, all things considered. I don't know what's going to be in here. But obviously we're about to find out, so it's not really too big of a deal. Alright, let's go ahead and... You know what, I'm going to go ahead and make our through-ride platform right now. And we got ourselves a sheep who has apparently been ruining the grass, which is one thing I don't like about sheeps. And we got ourselves a few materials, some more wood, a bow which is apparently slightly damaged, that much is obvious. Some more arrows, don't remember how many that was, not that I really care, I just have more of it. Some flint, and again, this book right here. Now, what actually is this book? Did I get it? Yes, I did. This is Operation Echo. Okay. I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to hold off reading the books until the final episode. It just makes it a little bit more anticipation to go ahead and finish things off. I know some of you probably want me to go ahead and read the books now that I have them. I don't even know if I have all of them to begin with, all things considered. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until, as I just mentioned, the final episode before I actually read any of this stuff off. So I actually have a lot more time than I thought I did. So I actually do have one final thing that I do want to go ahead and get done in this episode. It's not really anything too major, but it does mean that I get a few extra materials. Now, as to what these extra materials are, I don't actually know. But I do know for a fact that I can get a few extra things. And all I need to do is go ahead and come off to here. There's a chest right there. So if I go ahead and that is actually not what I wanted to do. I forgot I was in crouch mode. So let's go ahead and break this slab. And it looks like I'm going to have to put down a few extra slabs in order for me to actually be able to get over there. Not that it's a huge deal. I mean, I've been basically working with slabs the entire series, all the seasons. So, not really a huge deal. So let's go ahead and make this at least somewhat easy to stand on. I mean, that much is probably going to make things a lot easier. There we go. And now we can actually go ahead and easily access each other's. And well, you know, a little extra redstone, some extra cobwebs, which means more string. Don't know how soon I'm going to need that. And a cake. Alright, so that was an interesting set of items to get. I don't remember much of any of them, but we have them now, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, now we have ourselves some interesting items. Where do I want to put this cake? Because I don't want to just straight up put it in the food chest. I want to, like, display it somewhere. Actually, you know what? I have a little bit of an idea. Except I don't actually have enough wood to do so. I actually need to break down a log in order to go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and do that. Go into crafting table. Let's go ahead and make stairs. And what I'm actually going to go ahead and do, where should I go ahead and put this? suppose I can put that right here, actually. Yeah, this would actually be a good place. So if I go ahead and place this down. Okay, apparently I'm not even placing it down in the right spot. That's not exactly easy. There we go. So let's go ahead and see if I actually did put it down where I wanted to. And yep, it looks like I did. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our cake down on our little table. There we go. Now it's on display. It actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know how often I'm going to eat because obviously I spend a lot of time getting fish and eating that. But yeah, that's actually not too bad. So we got ourselves a few more materials. And one thing I probably should do, you know what, I'll do that off camera. I'm just going to go ahead and convert the cobwebs into string, but I'll do that some other time. Anyway, I think that's about it for this episode. So this is where I'm going to end things off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more than make sure to hit the subscribe button for future content. Also, you can find me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Stews. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I will see you guys later.